What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into On Air with the brand new show of David Dwayne on My First Things Radio. Right now, we have our girl, Bahja. You guys know who Bahja is, formerly of the OMG Girlz, and now it's her time doing her thing as she gets ready to release It Gets Better coming soon. What's going on, Bahja?
What's going on?
It's going great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good.
So good. I'm doing well, and just so glad for us to be able to speak again and talk about, this new era in your life, solo, and I'm just so proud of you. First of all, let me just say congratulations, because you are killing it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just trying.
You're doing it. How does it feel? Like, the Lipstick music video was out, absolutely flawless, and everything is just really coming together. How does it make you feel? Like, it's only been but a few months since you guys decided, to part ways and do solo endeavors, but it's really going quick.
Yeah, it's just been really fun. It's been a really big adjustment, but at the same time, it's just been so much fun to kind of do this, and this is a new journey, that I'm embarking on. This is the first time that I've ever, been by myself and done something in this capacity. So I just feel really blessed and, really excited and anxious to be able to, do what I love.
And can we talk about Lipstick? Because that is a cute single, very nice. I love the style, and I love your writing. You are killing.
Thank you so much.
Where do you get the inspiration to, write these type of records? Because, it's amazing.
Well, like, with Lipstick, when I wrote Lipstick, the inspiration was just I didn't have a song that I felt like was really diverse. And I just wanted to try something. I wanted to see how it would go. And, it went really, really well. When I did Next One, that was, like, about a guy, like, about my ex. And it was just, it's just solely off of, like, personal inspiration, I feel like, and also personal experiences. Like, in my music, the whole reason I even pushed back my EP was because I felt like it wasn't personal enough and it wasn't vulnerable enough. And I feel like with my music, that's the place that I want to speak from, the place of vulnerability, if that's a word. And,
No, it is.
And, just being a person, being, like, personable with my fans and really letting them see a completely different side of me, a more emotional side of me, a more, turned up side of me, a more whatever it is that I want to be, because I feel like, they really didn't get a real feel for me when I was in OMG, and now I'm becoming a young woman. I'm an adult now, and I'm just experiencing and seeing things in a totally new way. So the EP is just a combination of all of my personal life experiences, and it's just me giving myself to the world.
And I like the fact you mentioned vulnerability with your writing and want to be able to, really tap into an outlet that you haven't tapped into before.
Absolutely.
Were you kind of reserved when you decided, I'm going to have this record, next one I'm going to write about this, and then, Jealous type, and then Lipstick, because they all three talk about different, messages, but I feel like it's very vulnerable and very relatable. So did you feel like any acceptability at all?
Did I feel any vulnerability with those?
Well, like any skepticism, like being skeptical at all.
Oh, I mean, I'm always skeptical when opening myself up to the public, because it's like, as artists, we're always put on this big chopping block, and and now, it's not like back in the day where it was just a music game, didn't have social media. Like, now you're on a chopping block all the way around. So now it's about your tweets, it's about your hair, it's about your outfit, it's about what you're wearing, and then on top of that, it's about the music. And I'm always skeptical about putting music out because, it's my art, and I'm so sensitive and passionate about it. And I just always want people to feel where I'm coming from, even if it's just one person. You know what I mean? But I can also say that, the numbers don't lie. And, when I put out singles and I put out songs and people, really, really like them, it makes me happy. I really just can't even believe that I'm, like, in this space and creating and doing, what I'm doing now at this point. So I was skeptical, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if people like me, they like me. And if they don't, then they don't. But either way, we're going to keep it pushing, because it's always negative or positive. There's always people who are going to like what you do and then people who don't like what you do. So I just have to keep that in mind, too.
Exactly. Now, social media, you mentioned it. Now, I know that with this whole, project, like, you guys have been pushing very strong with social media, and people have been really recepting, to how's it being able to be now in a new era where, of course, when OMG Girlz came out, social media was really, kind of flourishing. Things were kind of taking like full turn. But now, it's like crazy. We can literally do anything nowadays with music. How's it feel to know like social media has really been working for you?
It's been amazing. Just to see all of these positive comments from people about my music and what I'm doing it's such a blessing. And I'm just so happy and elated that people really are like tweeting me, they're following my movement, and I'm just really excited.
Absolutely, and I'm excited for you because this music is absolutely incredible. I have to tell you, last night I was listening to Jealous Type. I kind of got my feelings a little bit because I saw back to, me being, the jealous type and, just people around me being like really jealous. And I'm just like, I like it. And I like the raw approach with it. For those who haven't heard the record, kind of tell them about Jealous Type and, their approach with this record because it's a hot one.
The crazy thing is that I decided in April that I was going to put out a teaser song. I was like, okay, I just want to put something out and see how the public responds to it, just to see. This was like when I first coming out the group, and I knew I was going to put something out, but all the music I had, I just didn't want to come with it first. I felt like it wasn't hitting hard enough. And I'm like, what are we going to do? So Rick is like, okay, I have this guy named Grizz, and he does beats. And I was like, okay, this really resonates. And then, that was it. And we recorded it, and then we put it out like 3 days later.
Right. And then it's crazy. It's got 650,000 like plays like over a short period of time.
Like in the first 72 hours, I had like 100,000 plays, and I was like, whoa, like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is really incredible. And then by the end of the week, it was like at 300,000, and it went to 400,000, and it just started to go up. And I was just like, wow, like this is amazing. I didn't even think that people were really gonna like this song the way that they did,
Right.
And it was such a humbling experience for me personally. And it was just like, okay, now I know where I need to take it. Now I know what my lane needs to be. I know how I need to do this. And the music that I've been making now, and even just everything around the board, I'm really trying to take it there. Because, I only have one time to do this.
And I'm glad you said that. I only have one time to do this. Because a lot of people do not understand as artists, even if you've been here before, you've not been here, you really got that one time to really sit on the nose. You can't, screw up the first time and think there's going to be a next time. Like, you have to hit it on the mark.
Exactly, and that's just what I'm trying to do with my music, and that's why I just need more time to perfect it,
Absolutely. So, I love the title, It Gets Better. What made you come up with that title for the EP? Because I feel like it's very real. It does get better. People just don't realize it.
It does. And, this time last year, like, my mental state and just the place that I was in emotionally, it just wasn't there. It was the unhappiest I had ever been in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it was because, me and the group were going through whatever it was that we were going through. And I was just like, we weren't in the studio no more. And it was just me I'm such a creative person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always like to create and do music, and the fact that I wasn't able to, it was really like just crushing my spirit. And now, like with everything that has happened up to this point in my life, I just feel like it was such a trying period for me, but it also really changed me to be the woman that I want to be for the rest of my life, like the same mentality that I had back then, like I couldn't have that mentality now and do what I'm doing because it wouldn't make sense, And I just really had to have a humbling experience is exactly what it was. That experience just totally humbled me. And once I made music and had to rebuild my creative team, like find producers and find people to kind of work with me on my writing, like it was a challenge, but it was so worth it because now I'm here, I'm ready. And I'm ready for whatever else my career is going to bring to me. You know what I'm saying? But now I could face it with my head up. And I know how to take it now, and I know that everything that happens is always a lesson in life. So that's pretty much how I came up with the title. Like the music, I'm just like I was getting creative. I'm writing. My writing is just getting better. Like my music is getting better, and everything about the project just makes me feel like, life just in general, it really does get better all the way around the board. So that was pretty much the inspiration for the name.
I love it. I really do. And it's very positive. It's very positive. And I feel like it's going to inspire, your fans that are younger than you,
Mm-hmm.
that are older than you, that are just, just fans, period, that, things might go into a rough time at life, but it does get better. You can shine because you can be great.
Yes, absolutely. And that's really what I want people to take from this, whether it be a relationship that you're in or just something in life that you're personally going through, something that you're dealing with. It all gets better with time, and I feel like God has a plan for everyone. And just when you feel like you don't know where to go or you don't know where God is taking you, He shows you the direction that you need to be going in. And, everything bad that happens in life is really a lesson. And it just prepares you for the blessing you're about to receive. So that's pretty much just how my outlook on life from this point on. And that's really what I want people to be able to get from the project. It's just like, this music is good. It's getting, it's just better. You know what I'm saying? And that's just really what it is.
Absolutely. And can we talk about, the OMG Girlz just a little bit and what you guys did with the group? Because I absolutely love it. Like I told you before, when you guys went on tour with Mindless Behavior, the All Around the World tour, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh, these girls are really phenomenal. I was like,
wow,
how y'all were
thank
feeling
you
lovable.
so much.
I was like, wow,
wow, thank you.
Thank you. Fun. Y'all were amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and and I loved them. And for me personally, like me and the girls, we were all on the same page as far as like moving forward. You know what I mean? Like we were on the same page. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put out more music. After Boy It's Over, more music was supposed to come. I feel like maybe on the business side, everybody wasn't on the same page, and
right.
with us being 18 and 19 years old, like we don't need anybody else's consent to do what we want to do professionally.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where the problem came in. So I mean, it wasn't anything personal, like I always told them since day one, nothing business-wise I will ever let mess up our personal friendship. You know what I mean? Because
right.
I'm just not that type of person. And it's just like, it's business, like everybody just wants the best for themselves.
No, that's
but,
true.
Like it is what it is. I think that, everybody has a different vision of how they want to, run their project and their team. And, it's cool. Like I still call Bree almost every day if I don't call her every day. And I still hang out with Zanique, and we still go do things. But actually, I'm gonna be going to her show. But it's just, it's just a different way of running things. But our personal friendship hasn't really changed much.
No, that's really good though, because I know a lot of people have been probably wondering, like, are they good as friends? Like, with the business partners, like, a lot of people want to know because they really care about y'all outside of wanting to be nosy, and that's what's great about your fan base and the fan base that you guys were able to create from such a great experience. Like you guys are fans that absolutely care, want to see you guys do great together, solo, individual, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It really is. And throughout this whole process, because we were together so long, it has been difficult, but the fans have really been accepting and understanding of what's happening and what's going on, and very supportive. So I just feel like, that's just such an important piece of it. And we were really worried about the fans the most when, like, announcing it, because we were like, oh, they're about to go crazy. Like, it's just not about to be good. And, although they were upset, they've still been supportive of us in our solo career. So it's been cool.
Right. And when you kind of think back to, like, when you guys announced it, like, what emotion, like, were you feeling, like, at that time?
Anxious, like, really nervous and anxious. I'm just like, like, it's already bad enough that we're doing this in a text post and we haven't put anything recent out, So it was just, we didn't have a project. So it was just like, But, I mean, we had to do it, and I feel like, it just wasn't becoming a happy situation anymore because the business, was the way it was. So now we're able to all be happy and do what we want to do. So it's still been pretty cool. I still love everybody. I don't have no ill wishes for anybody or anything like that. Like, it's cool.
And I'm just really glad that you mentioned the business part, because a lot of people think, or just, the outsiders looking in on what we have to go through to this industry. People don't understand, like, if the business is not good or it becomes sour, you have to take, make the right precautions personally, because you gotta live. You don't want anything that's going to jeopardize your life in any manner. So I'm glad that you spoke on that, and you were very honest and very positive about that, because that's one thing I try to let people know. This industry is not as glitz and glamour if the business ain't right. Now, it can be glitz and glamour when the business is right, but if it ain't, the business, we ain't glitz and glamour if the business is right. I'm just saying.
No, right.
So I got to talk about the video Lipstick, because that video is going crazy in the direction of it. It's phenomenal. You work with Sean Bankhead as far as like the choreography is concerned, and I know you guys work with him very hand in hand. With the OMG Girl project. How was it, working with him and, being able to, get a chance to like just put the vision and, everything that you guys work hard for, individually for yourself, and be able to put it into like this whole bigger project?
It was really fun. Like, the crazy thing is that like the whole video we were kind of like rushing, and Sean, him personally, he was just really nervous because he was like, it isn't any dancing. So am I going to be able to capture what I need to capture, without choreographing the 8 count, and I mean, the energy for us, it was like we were both nervous, but it was a challenge and it was exciting because it was like, okay, here we go. This is, my first solo video, and, this is what we're doing. So it was just, it was exciting. It was like nerve-wracking, but I was just so glad that we were able to, like get it done and do it. And it was just really cool. The whole experience was just really cool, and it was really fun. I had a good time. He had a good time, and he made time for me. So I was happy.
So now, are you going to be working with him as far as the choreography is concerned?
Definitely. I feel like Sean is just such a big part of who I am as an artist on stage, and he taught me how to be a personable artist on stage. And I think that that's something that we can still continue to grow, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we're definitely still working together on, my choreography and everything like that.
Oh, that's amazing, because y'all get it in. The work that y'all do.
Yeah, we do.
Wow. I'll definitely get it.
We really do.
So I also know that you might be possibly signed with a label. You got some offers going on.
Oh man, well, we're talking to some people, but I haven't signed anywhere yet. But we're definitely talking to some people. Of course, taking some meetings and getting that conversation going. So it's been cool. It's just all been cool. But if I have any updates, I will let everybody know, but right now I'm just working on the project, taking these meetings and just getting all of this together. So,
And how complete with the project are you? Are you just kind of letting it all kind of happen? Feel like you just keep recording, then boom, I'm finished, or you kind of like almost at like, okay, I'm finished?
Well, my stopping point is September 30th, so I have a full month to record these songs and get them done. Like I said, it's been a challenge, but I'm still recording and I'm still figuring things out. So it's still just been, a learning process. It's still becoming a learning process, and it's going good. It's going good.
That's amazing. Well, Bahja, you got to definitely keep it up, because you're doing absolutely right. You and your team.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Wherever your heart leads you as far as music is concerned, just put it out, And I'm going to say this because it's happening universally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's happening. The reason why you're getting these creative juices is because it's supposed to be heard by the universe. And I think it's just great that all the songs that you put out, even if you being like, oh, I don't know, it's what people can relate to. And that's the most important thing right now, is putting out relatable music. So I just want to say congratulations, like, keep doing it, and like, never give up. I mean, I know you clearly you haven't, but just never give up.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No doubt. I know that was like, wait a minute, what? Like, that was a complete speechless moment. But I just
it's just because when people tell me stuff like that, you know, it's just really unreal, and I really just get like at a loss for words, because I can't believe that, you know, like, people really feel that way about you. So I really do want to thank you, and I appreciate you, you know, from the bottom of my heart, for even taking the time out to say that to me, to have this conversation with me. Like, it really, really does mean a lot, you know?
Absolutely. Listen, I know what it's like to, you know, put those records out and be like, okay, I'm not so sure this is going to capture, like, okay, this is going to be vulnerable, or just be like, say, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to put it out because this is what works for me. So I know how that is. It's like, damn, I've got to, this is one time right that I can hit this, because if I don't get it right this time, where I have the moment and have people watching me, it's never going to hit again. It just isn't.
Yeah, it's just, you know, this has just been an incredible journey for me, and it's just the beginning. And I always keep in my head that, you know, I'm not at my 100% yet. Like, I'm not even where I want to be, nowhere near it, you know? And I'm just ready to keep pushing, and I'm just so glad that people are supporting my movement and understanding what it is I'm trying to do. And I just, you know, thank God that this opportunity has presented itself to me, and I'm just excited.
Well, Bahja, thanks so much for coming back on this show to talk to us about the music and everything. We're excited. The things are excited.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, you know, you're always welcome to drop any song you want to play, anything. You want to come kick it with us one day, co-host? Look, we down.
Of course.
You got our support.
Of course I would. I would love to.
So, Bahja, let everybody know where they can follow you as far as, like, your social media is concerned, just so that they can stay connected with everything Bahja, and they can download his singles right now.
Okay, well, you can follow me on Instagram at Hey I'm Bahja. That's BAHJA. You can follow me on Instagram at beauty_OMG. My Snapchat is Hey with 3 Y's, Bae with 3 E's, and then the number 1. And my Tumblr is heyimbahja.tumblr.com. So you can keep up with me and all of those. Oh, and my Facebook is Bahja Roderick.
That's right. So everybody follow Bahja. Make sure you check out her singles. Jealous Type, Next One, Lipstick. Check out the video for Lipstick. It's absolutely hot. Project It Gets Better is coming soon. She's about to do two other videos, right? Yep.
I'm about to shoot my second one, and then my third one's coming pretty soon. So I'm excited.
And we're excited for you too. And again, congratulations, and just keep up all the hard work. I mean, you're doing phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
All right, Bahja. Well, you have a good, absolutely. Well, you continue to have a good rest of the day, and we'll chat with you again soon.